down at the line of scrimmage.
Look at that ass.
No gain on the play there, second down. These two teams all tied after one. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This is Jones. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity,
he
may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Oh, no way.
It's intercepted.
He getting that bitch every time.
They will finally stop him as he's down at the 40-yard line. You don't see that quarterback of his caliber. 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Zadarius Smith in there to bury him for a loss of 11. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Oh, hell no, boy.
Jones. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Going up top.
You said May-May?
And that will be incomplete.
My daughter?
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Get slapped.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory.
I told you you're not going to let me.
Conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
That man did. Man, I just sacked him twice. Now he finished
throwing now is Rodgers. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. Allen Lazard there to make the grab. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play.
Gave up 2 sacks and then they came back,
turning it right back around.
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Look at me now.
Mason Crosby to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
There you go.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah. Can he put it aside? Let's find out. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Rodgers Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 37-yard line.
That's what I ain't been doing. Big fella, y'all get that block.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones.
Got him.
And now off to the races. Down the right side. Touchdown,
for that shit.
Packers. Aaron Jones. 44 yards. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
The score, Packers 14. Packers 13. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
I saw it.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
And one.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adam. And that's caught inside the 35.
All you got to do is look it up.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams. In the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived? Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch.
The kickoff for Green Bay.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. From the 10. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return, the Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
At the 26.
Preston Smith there on the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Gain of 4, and it's third down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down.
3 and out.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Is a turnover on downs.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Rodgers. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Dean Lowry, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play. Really simple. And he's going to go down again.
Aaron Rodgers.
Rashawn Gary in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Rodgers now to throw. The left side throw will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jay Sternberger there to make the grab. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
28. Packers 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Christian Kirksey. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12.
3rd down.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the Pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On first down, Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. On the counter, here's Jones. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Packers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Adrian Amos with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Packers 21. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Rodgers got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Rodgers now on 1st down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
At the 8-yard line.
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Now Jones. And the Packers are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Now the second down throw on target. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play.
First down, working from the gun, Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Rodgers again here on second and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's third and 3. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So first and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers again now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One final try now for Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more